done this before. We're going to get started, but I'd love to know where you're watching from and if you have or have not done this exercise before. Awesome. I see. Hey, Sherry, I see you with Tong's name. Watching from Tennessee. Judy, hey, and Vegas. Sheba, hey, and not yet. Lisa in Louisiana. Kristen has in New Jersey. Awesome. All right. So as you guys are popping on, hi, I'm Christina Martinez Williams. I'm going to be help hosting this call with Nick tonight, and we're putting in the chat where you're watching from and if you have or have not yet written an innate statement. And Sheba's brand new yesterday. Wow, so exciting. Welcome, welcome, Sheba. Mitzi, hey. And Jason has not in Arizona. Amy, hello. And Amy, you have a statement now, right? Not yet. Okay, cool. And Sherry has one. Awesome. Christy, Tracy, hello, hello. All right, we're gonna give people a few more minutes to hop on. Also, I'm about to throw back one of these kicks. Which kick do you like if you tried it? And what are you drinking right now if you're not drinking a kick? I see ups. I see the tangerine up. Joy. Woohoo. Yay. Mine has not come yet. I am waiting. Yours needs an upgrade, Christy. Awesome. I have given mine 2 upgrades since I first wrote mine. So it's definitely opportunity to upgrade. Water, Judy, you like both of them. Sherry, awesome. I prefer the kiwi strawberry or strawberry kiwi to them all. All right. As you're also, if you have already written one, Sashi Shay loves them both. If you've already written an innate statement, put in the comments what you love about it. What you love about the activity, about the process of doing this, about having one, so that those who have not yet are seeing the value. I'm always freezing, so I'm always wearing this, like, I have a blanket that has sleeves and it only has one side. It's not a snuggly, but I always put it on because I'm freezing. All right. Awesome. So I believe Nick has popped on. And let's see, it really makes you think outside of how you see yourself. Yes, Sassy Shay. Hey, Lori. We're writing in the comments where you're watching, if you're just popping in, where if you have or have not yet written a statement, and if you have, you get to upgrade it if you choose to. And then if you have written one, what you love about it. And then you can, that way we can kind of validate what we're doing with everyone else's exciting stories or have written it. So 4 times now. Awesome. That is very, very cool. Heather has, Jamie has from New Jersey, and she loves how it makes her feel, gets her right back in the frame of mind. Lori wrote one 2 weeks in and she can't wait to write a new one. Awesome. Hey, Emily, you have a sleeping baby on you. Yay. And you haven't written one yet. Awesome. Sandra, it's helped you with mindset. Awesome. Amber just rewrote hers. Jamie needs to write a new one. Awesome. Linda, it gets you super pumped and excited. I definitely agree. And Kristen, it's great motivation to work on yourself and your mindset. Awesome. I love how many people have had an experience with this amazing tool that we get to create tonight and use. And Melissa, this is your first. Awesome. And we get to just level up ourselves. We just had that event, the Level Up event, and we leveled up our business by attending. Anyone who was at that event, if you were in the event, put 1 in the comments. If you are at Level Up, this is a way to level up our inner game. I see Mitch on here. This is our inner game, and this is literally hands down the thing that has the consistent action on this statement has leveled up my inner game since when I was first introduced to it. So I'm gonna introduce us to that, and then I'm gonna introduce to Nick as well. This is something that I first wrote in, I don't remember, 2018, I believe. And when I first wrote it, I took it to heart and I came home and I did the work. We're going to give you some work to go home with tonight so that you can put it into action. Your upgraded, your current or your new statement tonight. And I took that to action and I put it to heart. I took it to heart and I put it to action. And I immediately, actually, after the first day that I did it, while I was at the event, the very next day, still at the event, I saw myself shift. And I think it's super powerful because it doesn't take long for the power of speaking to ourselves in a way that's speaking about the greatness that's inside of us that we already know exists. We just have to speak it back into ourselves, or not back into it. It's already there. Pull it out. I saw myself shift because now I spoke to myself in a new way about who I already knew I was. And I caught myself in the midst of a decision at the event where I could have acted in my old self, but because I had stated this statement to myself that morning, my new statement, I acted in my new self's way. I caught myself doing that. And I said, wow, this is powerful because I've only been saying this statement for a day. And already I'm acting into my being of who I want to be. I'm already leveling up my inner game and stepping into that. And that was one day. So I've seen how I introduced this to my girls. They have a statement. They say it every single night. And they've been saying it every single night for 3 years. I think we need to upgrade their statements, and they need some new ones because now they just say it's rote. But what I've found with this is the more that I do it, the more ingrained in who I am. I've adopted fully pieces of who I am, and then I've upgraded to pieces that are still need some greatness blown in, continue to come in and through me. So this is, I'm really excited for you guys. We're going to get right into the activity. I believe I've been watching people come in, but I haven't seen Nick. Are you on already?
I'm here.
Okay, cool. I couldn't find you. Oh, you're right next to me.
I am.
Perfect. Yeah, so you can.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing all that. And it's been powerful to watch. I remember when you wrote your first statement and how intentional you were with it and how powerful it's been for you over the last number of years. So I'm excited for you to support in hosting this call. For those of you that haven't heard my story regarding innate statements, I remember learning it for the first time back in 2016. And it was the very first kind of more event that we ever did. It was in Louisville, Kentucky. And I remember it was probably only my second time seeing Joseph McClendon, but he took us through this process, which we're going to go through tonight. And we went through this process. We wrote down adjectives, nouns, and verbs, put them all together, created this amazing statement, said it out loud, did all these things. And then I left that meeting, and I didn't leave my notebook at the meeting, but I basically brought it home, put it on my desk, and there it sat. So from tonight, you have two choices. Basically, you can sit on the Zoom, you can take in all this information, say, oh my gosh, that was amazing. And then you can actually go and do something with it. Or you can do what I did, which is do nothing with it. And for the next 6 months, that was September of 2016. And then we had another one in, I think it was about March of 2017. And I remember coming to this event, and there's this guy named Jeff Skinner. He's part of our community today. And he stood up and shared the impact that this had on his life, and literally transformed his life from having just a lot of challenges with his relationships, with his family, just with where he was in his job. And truly, like, as a result of this, over the course changed. And I remember thinking, okay, if this was good enough for him, and Joseph is teaching this again, maybe this time when I go home, I should actually do it. And one of the things that is always asked is, hey, do you have your innate statement? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's right here. It's on my phone. And then the next question was, well, if I asked you to, like, could you just share it? I'm like, well, yeah, I can read it to you. And there's a difference between just saying, hey, I can read it to you, versus like, hey, it's actually like part of who I am. So our goal tonight isn't just to help you write a statement. It's to hopefully give you tools to allow this to to remind yourself, as Christina was saying, remind yourself of who you actually are, and then give yourself permission and basically hardwire yourself to step into a more authentic version of you. So I'm going to share my statement here in a second. And then like, I don't want my statement to be your statement by any means, but I want you to understand the power and the impact that this can have, not just on your conscious and your subconscious mind, but in how you show up for yourself and for people around you on a daily basis. Part of the reason when we go to conferences, we do trainings, we do Zooms like this, it's like, tell me exactly what I need to do, Nick, to make $10,000 a month. How can I make more money with Prove It? Or how can I help more people with ketones? And the reality is that the business is simple. We were on a champ call today talking about how did you get your last customer? And there was no secret to how people got customers. It was just they were having conversations, right? They were starting conversations, whether they had a shirt on, whether they had a shaker bottle, whether they posted on Facebook, they did a reel, they had a story. Whatever it was more about who they became and the attraction of them being authentic and being real and being confident in who they were than it was about the mechanics of how did they do it. So the piece that unlocks that, the piece that can truly start to set you free in that, I believe is this, because from 2009 until about 2017, I was trying to figure out who the heck I was so that I could be a more authentic version of me. When I started to do this, when I started to actually put this into practice, was when I truly feel like I started to show up more confidently. I started to show up more authentically. So if you guys are ready to have a little fun, give me some jazz hands, hit me with some hands. There we go. That's a little bit better. If you're like sleeping, you got to sit up. No pillows allowed. Come on, like let's sit up. Let's engage our physiology a little bit. If you're driving, just shake your head like this so the people around you are like, what the heck's going on? If you're watching the replay on YouTube, like it's time to have a little bit of fun. This isn't just sit back and zone out. So we're going to go through a process here. If you're ready for it, in the chat, type I'm ready. Type I'm ready, because I'm going to need your fingers working. You guys are going to participate in this. Usually we do this in an auditorium style. So we can hear everybody shouting out, but in this, the chat is the extension of you and your thoughts. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through some words in the beginning. And as we go through these, I'm going to ask you to share kind of what comes to your mind. And then at the same time, I need you to have a pen and paper, and we're going to have you start to write down. You don't have to write down all the words that you hear. I just want you to write down certain words that resonate with you, that you're like, ooh, I like that one. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. And I don't want you to judge them. I just want you to, like, as you hear them and they kind of connect, like just write them down. You might have 10 that you write down. You might have 30 that you write down. Honestly, it doesn't matter the number. I just want you to kind of start to do that. So the first thing that we're going to do, and Christina's going to share her screen here and is going to start typing these out as they come in. We're going to kind of make a master list. But we're going to start with adjectives, things that describe you, how you want to be, how you see yourself, how mentors that you know are. And go ahead and type in the chat. Beautiful, sassy, active, resilient, smart, confident, magnetic, funny, bold. This is a typing test for Christina. Authentic, brave, enthusiastic, driven, outgoing, fun, creative, honest, sparkly. There you go, Carrie. Cheerful. All right, so you guys need to be doing the work too. Write down the ones that you're just like, oh, I like that. You don't have to type them all out like Christina is. Just write down the ones that you were like. Inspiring, persistent, passionate, intuitive, trustworthy, badass, empowering, adventurous, compassionate. 2 in a row of the same. There you go. I like it. Consistent, kind, loyal, inspiring, heartfelt, feisty, humble, dedicated, determined, fierce, faithful. Let's see, I think we already got trustworthy, honest, resilient. What we want to be or who we are. Susan, I would say they're one and the same. If you want to be trustworthy, well, what the heck, you're trustworthy. Let's go. Sassy, I think I heard that one already. Embracing, kind, magical, strong, brave, happy, joyful, fearless, zesty, faithful, trustworthy. We did trustworthy already. Patient, empathic, cool, intelligent, successful, adventurous, hilarious. That's a good one too. Coachable, also a good one. Non-judgmental. Man, good thing I chose you to type and not me. I'm just going to say that, Christina, you're doing a great job. A great job. And I realize I didn't share with you my statement yet, but that's okay. That means we get to hear it a little bit later. All right. Any other words that are adjectives before we move on? Warm, inviting, frugal. All right. Vibrant. So many good ones. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. So hopefully at home, you've written down at least 10, if not 20 or so that you're just like, oh, those are my favorites. And Christina, if you just want to scroll to the top, and if you want to add any to your list, you can add some that come to your mind that we haven't typed in, or type it in the chat if you don't see it. Beautiful, sassy, active, smart, magnetic, confident, bold. As I'm reading these and you're like, ooh, I like that, right? Add it to your paper. Funny, fun, creative, honest, sparkly, cheerful, inspiring, persistent, passionate, trustworthy, badass, empowering, consistent, kind, loyal, feisty, humble, fierce, faithful, resilient, confident, magical, strong, brave, happy, joyful, patient, empathic, intelligent, successful, hilarious, coachable, non-judgmental, warm, inviting, vibrant, frugal, and charismatic. Awesome. I see generous and bossy. There you go. All right. So hopefully you have a good list in front of you. We're going to move to our second set. And in our good old English grammar that we are, we're going to work on nouns. My 8-year-old is not quite, she's starting to learn what nouns are in school, which is kind of fun to learn. But remember, nouns is like a person, place, or thing. It's like, who are you? What do you do? Are you a mom? Are you a dad? Are you fill in the blank on what that could be? A brother, a friend, approver, a leader, a unicorn, I'm a mama, a daughter, a consultant, a rock star, a trainer, a warrior, a coach, a Grammy, a wife, a Christian, a friend, an educator, a twin. Ooh, that's fun. Story collector, a cheerleader, a wife, a nanny, a memory maker, a hiker, mama. I think we got mama, chaos coordinator. That might be a verb. Believer, problem solver. Also might be a verb. Lover, wife, champion, advocate, dog mom, cheerleader, influencer, survivor, world traveler, boss, single jamma, disciple, survivor, a judge, a peacemaker, a legend, Christian, team member, contributor, a coach. I like visionary. That's one from mine, visionary. entrepreneur, motivator, business owner, goal getter. Awesome, life changer. I think that might fit into the verb category though. A girl boss, a leader, a teacher, a boy boss. Thanks, Carrie. Oh, I love these. I love these. Did we say mentor? No, we didn't, Diane. No, we didn't. I love it. All right. Trainer or trailblazer. Cool. Any others? Drop them in. A ninja. There you go, Paul. You could be a ninja. You could be a pilot. You could be a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse. Any of those things are people that you are, things that you are. A listener, a friend, a master, a nurse. Okay. All right. So with this list, I'll read them again so that you guys can hear them. And at the same time, I want you to make a list of maybe 10 or 15 or somewhere in that range. Brother, friend, prover, mom, unicorn, trainer, warrior, Grammy, wife, Christian, educator, story collector, memory maker, hiker, chaos coordinator, problem solver, champion, influencer, survivor, world traveler, boss, judge, peacemaker, legend, team member, coach, visionary, entrepreneur, motivator, business owner, goal getter, life changer, girl boss, leader, teacher, boy boss, mentor, trailblazer, pioneer, ninja, lioness, listener, friend, master, and nurse. All right. Very good. So we're going to go to the last column, and it's all going to come together here in a minute. So we got to play this game one more time. I love this game. And we're going to talk about verbs, things that you do, you want to do. Think of it as like a life changer would be a verb. It's something that you do. You're a life changer. Go ahead and start typing your ideas. Memory creator, helping others, builds community, encourager, spreads kindness and laughter. That's cool. Attracts people, empowers others is one that I like. Engages, trusts in the Lord. Motivator, manifests greatness. Motivates, manifests greatness. Factivator, I'm not sure what that is, but it sounds cool. Has faith, achieves, motivates others. Supports, a go-getter, breaks down barriers, plays full out, gets shit done. Admire, let's see, inspires greatness. Ooh, that's good. Promotes positivity, pursues greatness. An adopter, encourages, loves with all power. A lid crusher, a fear conqueror, leads from the front. Promotes acceptance. One that I like is designs life. Another one I like is leads people to better. Says yes. Praise. Leads and learns. Trusts others. Is open, or is open would be an adjective. Compassionate's an adjective. Inspires all. a meditator, an encourager. Those are kind of getting back into adjectives. Let's see, encourages. I guess that's verb. Good job.
Yeah, that one. Yep.
Traveler would be a noun. You could say travels the world. Manifest new possibilities. Dreams bigger. Meditates daily. Leads with compassion. Awesome. I think we have encourages.
We do. Yeah.
Perfect. Loves hard. Prayer warrior would be a great noun. Praise daily could be something in there. Trust the process. Stands tall. You're verbing nouns as you see them. Focus. So like perfect. Let's go ahead and read focuses daily, constantly improving. Believes in others. That's great. All right. So let's scroll to the top. I'm going to read through these and same thing. Now, the goal here is for them to be verbs. Like think of things that you're doing, things that you're like that you're experiencing or doing on a consistent basis. So change lives or changing lives, creating memories, building community, spreads kindness and laughter, encourages daily, attracts people, engages, let's say engages what would be my question if you like that one, empowers others, trusts in the Lord, motivates and inspires would be a cool combination, manifests greatness, factivates, has faith, achieves what? Achieves greatness. Let's see, motivates others, supports, gets after goals, breaks down barriers, plays full out. Remember, you're just picking like 10, 15 of these that just resonate with you. Inspires greatness, promotes positivity, pursues greatness, encourages, loves with all power, lid crusher, leads from the front, conquers fear, promotes acceptance, leads people to better, says yes, prays, leads and learns, trusts others, inspires all, meditates daily, travels the world, manifests new possibilities, dreams bigger. You could even be like a dream expander, leads with compassion, loves hard, prays daily, trusts the process, stands tall, focuses daily, constantly improves, believes in others, expands horizons, charges hard, focuses on the good. All right. Everybody have a good list? Give me a nod. If you're still with me, give me a nod. All right. I see some of your faces moving up and down. Perfect. So here's where we get to start having fun. And I want to explain, actually, before I explain it, I want you to look at the list that you have. And in the adjective column, I want you to circle. What was the number that you had written down there, Christina? I'm just curious. 3 to 7. All right. I like that. I want you to circle 3 to 7 adjectives that when you look at them, you're like, boom, like that's, it doesn't have to be that's me at the moment, but if I was aspiring to be more of me, if I was aspiring to be who I really want to become, like those are the words. I love those words. Those words are attracted to me. And I'll share with you what mine are, and they're magnetic, passionate, inspiring, fun, confident. Like those words for me, when I saw them, I just immediately circled them because they just spoke to me. At the time that I feel like I was magnetic, no. Was I passionate? I was pretty passionate, but not to the relevancy of what I saw when I saw that word and I saw the possibilities of that word. So what, when you look at it, inspires, like what adjectives, you're like, oh my gosh, I love the word magnetic, or oh my gosh, I just love that word confident. I don't feel confident all the time, but man, I can't wait till I exude just confidence. The word bold, holy moly, if I was bold on a daily basis, like I am bold, I can be in certain situations, right? When I started doing this, like I was confident in the airplane when I was flying it, but I was not confident in Prove It. I was not confident as the keto dad. I was not confident necessarily in all different aspects of life. But guess what? By having it as part of this statement, guess what's happened? I've become a really confident individual. Why? Because I tell myself it every day. So start to look at these words, and some of you might have challenges picking 3 of them. Some of you might be like, holy smokes, I want to circle all 15 on my list. 3 to 7, 3 to 7. If you find yourself at 7, stop and just kind of read the words first. I'm going to stop yapping here in a second. And then just go back and you're like, okay, that's my favorite. That's my second favorite. That's my third favorite. And just go until you get 3, 4, 5, 6, no more than 7. I'm going to give you like 60 seconds here to do this. Don't overthink it. Just what words jump off the paper to you? Trustworthy, consistent, loyal, humble, feisty. And then once you have your 5 to 7 or 3 to 7 circled, just type in the chat. I've got mine. So I know that some people are done. Got your adjectives, Joy. Love it. Perfect. Awesome, Amber, Lori. Lisa's done. Perfect. Give you another 30 seconds, 45 seconds here. Just 3 to 7. What speaks to you the most? If you're on number 5 and you can't pick between 5 others, just keep 5. 5 is good. Five is the number that I have in mind.
I have 7.
What's that? You have 5 too?
I have 7.
Is that all you? Of course you do.
Right.
I see 6. All right, good. Christina was the kid. Christina's my sister, for those of you that aren't familiar with our familial relationship. She was the kid when was asked to write a 3-page paper in high school. She would write a 13-page paper and then try to figure out how to cut it down. That was what I remember. I'm not lying. All right. We're going to go to the nouns. Y'all ready to move on? We're going to move on. 5 total. So in each category, we're having 3 to 7 words. There's no right or wrong. Just if there's 3 words that absolutely speak to you, awesome. So in the nouns, like, who are you and who is it that you're looking to become? When I wrote these, I was not necessarily all of these things. I was some of them. So mine are father, spouse, trainer. I was not yet a trainer with Prove It by any stretch of the imagination, but I was excited to be someday. Entrepreneur. I was kind of an entrepreneur. I wasn't a super successful entrepreneur when I wrote this, but I was entrepreneurial. Speaker. I aspired to speak more. World traveler. I traveled the world, but I didn't want it to be in the past. I wanted it to be in the present and future tense. I wrote that down. Visionary. I always thought, you know what? I'd like to be more of a visionary. I'd like to be able to speak vision and to share that. So you know what? I'm going to write that down on my list. So as you look at these words, like, who are you currently? There's some good anchors in there. And then who is it that you're like, what are you excited about? Do you want to be an influencer? Do you want to be a leader? Do you want to be you fill in the blank, a unicorn? That'd be interesting to see how that manifests, but lots of different ways. Do you want to be a chaos coordinator of some sort for 2-year-olds? I like that one too. All right, so 3 to 7, circle them in your notes, What is it that you're really excited about or you're really confident in, and what do you want to become? Don't tempt 2022. Anything is possible. Trailblazer. So I really, with this one, I encourage you to circle a couple that are just very fundamental, like undeniable. You're a spouse. That's one of mine. I'm a husband. I'm a father. Those are like two undeniable things. And then maybe some that are like, yep, I'm there. Like maybe a little bit of a stretch, but pretty like, okay, I can believe that. I'm a business owner or I'm an entrepreneur. And then maybe a few that are just a little bit of a reach for you, which things that you want to cement, things that you want to become more of. What is that? I'm a real estate investor. I'm a whatever, you fill in the blank. All right. When you have your nouns, type done. What's up, Shiva? All right. When you have your nouns, type done. No rush. We're cranking on time here, so perfect. Give you just another 45 seconds. Telling you, as this all comes together and it unfolds, it's brilliant. It's so exciting. Carry. I love it. Uh-oh. There we go. Did I add Kepa? No, Shay, I did not. 8 to include all of my. I mean, all right. I'm not going to split hairs. If you have 3 to 7, I mean, if you have 8, okay. If you have 2, okay. I'm not here to tell you what is right or wrong. This is you. This is all yours and who you are. So, no judgment. All right. Type done if you're done. I think I saw a lot of dones. Let's move to column number 3, which is so much fun. And it is verbs. These are things that you're like, oh, I want to do that. Oh, I want to spend my life like creating more of that. So mine are leads people to better, empowers others, designs life, inspires others, leads people to, creates memories is another one of mine that I really like. Creates memories. But the list on here, just look at travels the world. That's awesome. Manifest new possibilities. That's awesome. Dreams bigger. That's signifying that you're just expanding your dreams on a daily basis. Leads with compassion. Loves hard. I love this. Praise daily. Trusts the process. Stands tall. Like, oh my gosh, these are so good. How are we going to pick 3 to 7? All right. I'll stop talking. What jumps off the page? What's like, okay, those are things I want to do. That like I can see that embodying. Some of these become a little bit more abstract, which I think is actually really cool when you start to put this all together. Live on my terms. Awesome. Love it. All right, let me give you another minute on these ones.
If you're someone who's upgrading yours or you're choosing to upgrade one that you've written before, I know when I first did that, I wrestled with like, oh, I've really embraced these and I like these pieces of who I am. And so I just really listened to my heart a lot and tried to think like, which pieces of this do I want to kind of upgrade or expand? And then like what's popping out to me now, where I am now. It doesn't mean if I erase my or like take away my old statement, it's no longer me. It's still me because I've made it me. It still is me, but I'm now choosing who am I stepping into now. I know that that was something I really wrestled with when I wrote my second one, whether or not I should even write a second one. But there were things that were popping into my mind or like sticking to me that I decided, okay, just do it, Christina, go from your heart. And that's actually where I started to step into more of who I was.
Love that. Love that. This isn't something that has to be fixed. It's not something that you're going to just do for the rest of your life. You can. Mine has been fixed since 2017, and I step into it on a daily basis. However, you may be at a point right now where you didn't read your last one, and maybe you wrote this back a year ago in at our Dude Ranch Mastermind, and you're like, I haven't touched it since then. Well, this is a great opportunity to hit the refresh button. Or maybe you've been doing it like Christina consistently and faithfully, and you're now like, okay, I'm ready for an upgrade. I'm ready to basically create new things that I'm looking for in my life. That is your opportunity. So whether this is the first time that you've done this exercise or the 10th, again, what matters is what we do after this Zoom. So, all right, does everybody have their 3 to 7? If you got them, type done or type got them. Done. I love it. All right, Dunny. Perfect. Okay, this is where it gets fun. And in a second, Christina's got the actually, she's got it all written out here. I'm going to explain. Let me take you on a little journey because this finally hit me a while back. Like as I first did this, I was reading it out loud. I was saying it. I ended up memorizing it, getting it in my body. And I heard these adjectives. I'm like, oh, I like those adjectives. And I heard these nouns. I'm like, oh, those are kind of me. And then I heard the verbs. I'm like, yes, that's what I want to do. But here's how I want you to see this. Right? The adjectives that you just wrote are describing the nouns that you just circled, which is then saying what you're doing. So think about this real quick. I'm going to read you, share with you mine, and I'm going to share it in kind of an interesting way. So I, Nick Martinez, am a passionate father who inspires others, right? Those are just 3 words that describe what's going on here. Now, here, this is really cool. Hear this way. I, Nick Martinez, am a magnetic, passionate, inspiring, fun, and confident father. That's a pretty cool father to be, isn't it? Right? I, Nick Martinez, am a magnetic, passionate, inspiring, fun, and confident spouse. I, Nick Martinez, am a magnetic, passionate, inspiring, fun, and confident entrepreneur. I'm taking all of those adjectives and I'm able to describe each of these nouns. And in the way that it's going to break down, if you look at this, I'm a father who inspires others, empowers others, leads people to better, creates memories, designs life for myself and others. That's pretty cool. I'm a speaker who inspires or empowers others, leads people to better, creates memories, and designs life for myself and others. I'm a visionary who. So each of these nouns, be like you're describing with the adjectives each individual noun. Then each noun is you're saying, I do all these things as that noun. So while what we're going to do is string it all together in one like statement, and then we're going to say it out loud, we're going to speak it, we're going to basically speak it into existence over and over and over again. What your brain is doing, what your brain is hearing is all of those adjectives describing noun number 1, all of those adjectives describing noun number 2, all of like, and so on and so forth. And then noun number 1 is doing all those things. Noun number 2 is doing all those things. Sometimes when I'm trying to make my life not feel like I'm going to die on a treadmill, I will literally go through each of them in that order. It takes like 5 minutes and you can do a lot in 5 minutes. And your brain all of a sudden is like, oh my gosh, I am all these things. This is incredible. So here's what we're going to do. On your piece of paper, I want you to write I, Nick Martinez, or I, your name, not my name, am, and then a or an and, depending on how you start your adjective, and then all of your adjectives, and then comma, all of your nouns, comma, who, and then all of your verbs. And we're going to end it with something here at the end, who I just had a great conversation with Mitch Newman today about, which is kind of fun. It's a little twist. Christina, I don't know. It's going to be new. And as you're writing these, if you guys have questions, I didn't invite that earlier, but pop off mute or ask your question in the comments as you're writing this out. Write it down. So I, Nick Martinez, am a, and then write your adjectives, comma, write your nouns, comma, who, write your verbs. This part might take a few extra moments. It's for those of you overachievers, it's 21, 2, 3, 4, like 26 words. Of course, if you have a name, Christina Martinez Williams, that's a lot of letters, might take you a little bit longer.
Also, as you order your words, it's okay if they're not set in stone. The more you say it out loud, you're going to reorder them. I found myself like in the first week or so, reordering them till they sounded exactly the order that made sense in my mind and my heart. So don't worry about the order so much right now as just getting them down.
I love that you just said that, Christina, because when I first wrote my statement, I couldn't get it because they said not to change it. So it wasn't ever feeling like it flew to me or flew well. So I like that you just said that.
Even sometimes I've added to mine as I go, because all of a sudden I'll say it and then some other word will come into my mind that I add to the statement, because now because of the other words, it's created this other, it's opened space for a different word to come in. Mm-hmm. And that word has landed and sticks now.
Yes. Awesome.
All right. When you have your statement written, type "it's written" in the chat, or look up so that I can see your smiley face. I love this. Even with a screen share, I think I can see like 20 faces. This is awesome. It's written. It's written. All right. So one of my favorite statements is "don't mess up good for perfect." This process or this activity isn't about having the perfect statement. Honestly, if you saw those words, they stepped out to you, you circled them, it's perfect. It's meant for you, right? So one of the things Joseph and Christina is talking about, you know what, if you need to go change or adjust a little bit, go for it. But what we don't want you to do is like look at it and then analyze it and then say, no, I want to just throw it all out and I'm going to go do it again. Because then you're just trying to finagle it. You're trying to force it rather than allowing your brain and your body to just kind of share with you kind of where you're at and where you want to go. So everybody have their statement written? Good. Anybody need more time? All right. Now's where we get to have fun. Now's the fun part. We're going to end it. This I didn't show the ending yet. So you went through all the process. The last thing I want you to write on there, two last things. First is I freaking rock, or I stinking rock, or whatever the heck you want to write. And then you can add and I prove it every day. And I prove it every single day. And then before that, here's what Mitch and I were talking about. And this is really cool. And I'm excited for us to try this. I want, if I freaking rock or I prove it every single day resonates with you, I love those statements because they're statements of power. But if they don't, you can skip them. Okay. That's not like a deal breaker for me. Just having the statement is more important. But what I want you to do is write something that your brain is absolutely certain of. So it might be, I freaking rock, I prove it every day, and I'm from Apple Valley, Minnesota. Or, and I'm a dad. Or, and I'm a husband. Or and I'm a pilot, or whatever it is, something that your brain is going to be like, yeah, that's true. Like, there's no doubt. Okay. Mitch, are you on? I think I saw Mitch a minute ago. If you're on, Mitch, there you are. Share with us just a little bit of the why behind this nice addition.
Sure. So the statements that you guys are creating now, it's kind of a step process, and as you kind of grow in consciousness and shift in consciousness, you'll see that your statement over time will shift. Certain words will be taken out. Mine is probably unrecognizable to this process, but that's okay, because it's just as we learn and as we grow and as we evolve, it changes. But right now, we're, what Nick is talking about, encouraging you guys to do, is to focus on creating a statement where part of it is you're convincing yourself and working to convince yourself of the certainty of the statements that you're making. And the subconscious mind is a tricky sort, and doesn't really want you to achieve what you think you would like to achieve. So if you want to be a trainer, if you want to be a speaker, if you want to be this, if you think you're wonderful, if you think all of that, and it's different and it transcends how you have been in the past or up until this moment, your brain isn't going to be thrilled with that, because your brain prefers certainty. So what a lot of times happens is people will do these I am statements, and then they'll get to the end of it, and then some little internal component inside says, yeah, right. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Tell yourself that. So we want to avoid that. And the way we avoid it is the brain hears the last thing that comes out. So if you end it and you seal everything inside of it with something that's absolutely certain, that can't be denied, that's not disputable, your brain is left with nothing to dispute. Does this make sense? Thumbs up. So we say, and I'm Mitch Newman and I live in Indian Wells, California, and I'm a certain age or whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. What it is it's something that cannot be disputed by any part of your subconscious mind. So that's the point of that. So we're literally creating and we're sealing inside of that all the places that we're excited to go and grow.
I love it. Awesome. All right. Everybody take a moment and add whatever that is to you. You want to say your age? Say your age. You want to say where you're from? Say where you're from. Something that you, like Mitch said, just you can't deny. Awesome. So awesome. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to practice saying our statements out loud. And what I want you to do while we do this is we're going to have, actually I'll say mine, and then I will say it again. And I want you all to read yours at the same time I'm saying mine. So speak it out loud. If you got people around you, they're just going to have to listen. And I'll say mine twice, and then we're going to have some other people come off mute and share theirs. And then we're all going to start saying them together. So while you're doing this, there's two things that you want to really focus on. One is the energy that you say it with, right? Is the energy behind it. Because if you're just like this, if you're not happy about it, the emotion and the thought are not connecting. If you're excited, if you got a big smile on your face, if you're sitting up, if you're energetic, guess what starts to happen? Your body's like, oh, wow, this is good, right? And you start to send that out. So let's see. I, Nick Martinez, am a magnetic, passionate, inspiring, fun, and confident father, spouse, trainer, entrepreneur, visionary, speaker, world traveler who makes a difference, empowers others, leads people to better, creates memories, designs life for myself and others. I freaking rock, and I prove it every day. And I live in Apple Valley. There you go. All right. Now, one of the things that you're going to do is, as people share, we're going to have probably take the next 5 to 10 minutes and hear just as many of you as possible. Is we're going to celebrate people as they're doing this. And if your camera's not on, turn it on if you can. And I want you to be fully engaged in that person and like loving on them, give them some crazy Zoom love, and let's have some fun with it. So now this time, you're going to whip out your piece of paper. Everybody got it? If you have your paper and you can hold it up, hold it up. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right. I want you to hold that out. Get ready to read it. and say it out loud. I want you guys not to be able to hear me speaking. I'm still going to speak so that you got some noise going on, but you guys ready? Look at your paper and go. I, Nick Martinez, am a magnetic, passionate, inspiring, fun, and confident father, spouse, trainer, entrepreneur, visionary, speaker, world traveler who makes the difference, empowers others, leads people to better, creates memories, designs life for myself and others. I freaking rock and I prove it every day. And I am from Apple Valley. I love that little part at the end. Awesome. Woo! Okay. Let's see who's going to go. Who wants to go? Let's see. Lori's raising her hand. All right, Lori, come off mute.
Okay, ready? I,
ready.
Lori Hart, am a confident, driven, passionate, consistent, empowering mom, daughter, mentor, visionary, world traveler, legend who leads from the front, motivates, inspires others, shares a vision, says yes, achieves success. I freaking rock. I prove it every day. And I'm from Boston, Mass.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. All right. One more time with the bigger smile on your face than before.
Okay.
And
Kind of in
now
the dark.
everybody get your papers out. You're going to read it along with Lori. You're going to read yours.
Okay.
Ready, set, go.
Ready? I, Lori Hart, am a confident, driven, consistent, passionate, empowering mom, daughter, mentor, visionary, world traveler, legend who leads from the front, motivates and inspires others, shares a vision, says yes, achieves success. I freaking rock and I prove it every day. I live in Boston, Massachusetts.
I love it. Woo! Give Lori some love. Good job, Lori. That was awesome.
Woo!
All right. Who wants to go next? I mean, that was a good clap there, Amber. I think you're next. Amber Horn, what's up?
Yes, I'll go. The pressure is on. I shouldn't have clapped so loud, but here I am. I, Amber Horn, and am a worthy, talented, brave, light leader teacher who speaks confidently, serves others, inspires many, and changes the lives of those I touch around me. I say yes to new opportunities because I love to learn and grow. I lead with my heart and follow the spirit as I help people become better each day. And do I then say, and my name is Amber, or like?
That works. Are you confident that your name is Amber?
I'm pretty sure.
I love it.
And my name is Amber.
All right. Say it again, and everybody else say your statements at the same time. Big smiles on your face. Ready, set, go.
I, Amber Horn, am a worthy, talented, brave, light leader teacher who speaks confidently, serves others, inspires many, changes the lives of those I touch around me. I say yes to new opportunities because I love to learn and grow. I lead with my heart and follow the spirit as I help people become better each day. And my name is Amber.
All right. Woo, give Amber some love. Go, Amber. That was awesome. All right. Who's going next? Who's going next? Show me a hand. Show me a hand. Everybody's like, no. I mean, really? Let's go to screen number. I'm just going to, I saw a hand. Whose hand is up? Carrie's hand is up. And I see Lori Baker is after him. All right. Go, Carrie.
What's up? I'm a joyful, confident, magnetic, generous, loving, consistent, confident partner, leader, story collector, friend, legend, world traveler who shows up daily, teaches skills, shares his heart, focuses on the good, trusts the process, pursues his greatness or my greatness. My name is Carrie Wynn. I'm a champion, and I woke up this morning.
I love it. I love it. All right, everybody ready to say theirs along with Carrie? Ready, set, go, Carrie, and everybody else look at your paper on 3, 2, 1.
I'm a joyful, confident, magnetic, generous, loving, consistent, confident partner, leader, story collector, friend, legend, world traveler who shows up daily, teaches skills, shares his heart, focuses on the good, trusts the process, pursues his greatness. My name is Carrie Wynn. I'm a champion, and I woke up this morning.
I love it. Thank you, Carrie. All right, Lori Baker Pacheco.
Okay, let me unmute me.
There you go.
Okay, I'm ready. Oh, thanks for letting me join your guys' group too, by the way. Okay, I, Lori Baker Pacheco, am honest, fun, determined, positive. I'm a mom, wife, Grammy, cheerleader, friend, world traveler, mentor, prayer warrior, business owner, helps others, empowers others, motivator, inspires, dreams big. Flip the page. I freaking rock and I prove it every day. And I'm from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Woohoo! All right. And one more time, Lori, everybody else, you're going to say yours out loud at the same time. Here we go. Go, Lori.
Okay, I, Lori Baker Pacheco, am honest, fun, determined, positive, a mom, wife, Grammy, cheerleader, friend, world traveler, mentor, prayer warrior, business owner, helps others, empowers others, motivator, inspires, dreams big. I freaking rock. I prove it every day, and I am from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Woohoo! All right. Thank you, Lori.
Thank you.
All right. I see a couple hands raised, like virtual hands. Morgan Helper or Hepler. What's up, Morgan?
Hi. All right. I might not sound super excited because I'm dealing with COVID over here, but I am.
Let's kick that COVID in the butt. Let's go.
All right. All right. Here we go. I, Morgan Ebert, am an active, confident, driven, outgoing, passionate, determined wife, mom, educator, leader, visionary who promotes positivity, changes lives daily, conquers fear, pursues greatness to expand dreams. I freaking rock and I prove it every day. And I'm a mom from South Jersey.
Woo! That's awesome. All right. You ready to say it again?
Yeah, let's go.
This time I want you to put even more massive smile on your face, and I want you to sit super tall and strong.
Okay.
Say it with all the energy that you have. That goes for all of you that are going to share yours at the same time. Ready? Go ahead.
All right. I, Morgan Ebert, am an active, confident, driven, outgoing, passionate, determined wife, mom, educator, leader, visionary who promotes positivity, changes lives daily, conquers fear, pursues greatness to expand dreams. I freaking rock and I prove it every day. And I'm a mom from South Jersey.
Woo! I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, let's do a couple more. Let's see who wants to go. Tracy Meehan, I see a little turtle arm. Go, Tracy. Got to come off mute.
Okay. I'm scared.
You're scared. Don't be scared. You're not scared.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Okay. I, Tracy Meehan, am a magnetic, inspiring, badass, consistent, worthy, fearless, confident, trainer, cheerleader, influencer, legend, visionary, mentor who empowers others, manifests greatness, dreams bigger, motivates, builds community, loves hard, gets shit done. I freaking rock. I prove it every single day, and I'm a mom.
I love it. All right, this time I want you to read. Do you have it on a piece of paper?
I do.
Okay. Can you hold it up as you read it? Hold it out here.
Like
There,
this?
you can put it in front of, like, just off to the side or wherever you got to put it. But
Okay.
I want you to read it with, instead of looking down and being like this, your energy's that way. If you hold it up here, we're all just going to listen to you again. And I want you to say it like you absolutely mean it. Like it's all absolutely true. You ready?
Okay.
Hold it up.
You're going to make me cry.
Let's go. You got this.
I, Tracy Meehan, am a magnetic, inspiring, badass, consistent, worthy, fearless, confident trainer, cheerleader, influencer, legend, visionary, mentor who empowers others, manifests greatness, dreams bigger, motivates, builds community, loves hard, gets shit done. I freaking rock. I prove it every single day, and I'm a mom.
All right. I love it. Give her some love. All right. Let's do one more. Let's do two more. Let's see. Who wants to go? Give me a couple jazz hands if you want to share.
Hey, Nick, it's
Susan
Candace. I'll
Fenwick,
go.
who just came off mute.
That's me, Nick. It's Candace.
All right, Candace, and then we'll go Susan.
For sure. Can you see me, Nick? As well?
I don't
I've
see
got-
your face, but I see your ceiling.
There we go.
Now I see you. Amazing.
There we go. Okay, I'm trying to hold it up in front of me. So I'm Candace Nixon. I'm a sexy, intelligent, enlightening, and empowering wellness coach and MS warrior. I'm awesome, and I fight and prove it every goddamn day.
Woohoo! All right. Thank you, Candace. Let's do it one more time. Everybody else get yours out. Ready, set, go, Candace.
Sorry, what am I doing now, Nick?
Saying it again.
Say it again. I'm
Yep.
Candace Nixon. I'm a sexy, intelligent, enlightening, and empowering health and wellness coach and MS warrior. I'm awesome. I fight and I prove it every day.
Awesome. Thank you, Candace. All right. We'll do one more. Susan, come off mute. Susan Fenwick.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Hey.
Here we go. I, Susan Fenwick, am a warm and caring and fun wife, mother, auntie, and learner who focuses on all things positive to inspire, support, and mentor others. And I'm open to new ideas and experiences while I prove it every single day. Yo.
I love it. I love it. All right. Last time, you're going to say it again. This is everybody's chance to say their statement one more time for this Zoom. Go ahead.
I, Susan Fenwick, am a warm and caring wife, mother, auntie, and learner who focuses on all things positive to inspire, support, and mentor others. And I am open to new ideas and experiences while I prove it every single day, yo.
I love it. All right, Susan. Thank you. Thank you. All right. How does everybody feel right now? How's your energy? I mean, if you're not feeling at least a little bit good, I'd be surprised. If you're on a scale of 1 to 5, where are you at? I'd say I'm a 6. I'm feeling amazing. Why? Because we just raised our energy, right? At the same time, we said positive, amazing words that we're telling our brain that we're starting to speak into existence, that we're basically writing our future with. And you know what? After you do it over and over and over and over again, your body's like, oh, yeah, this is good. This is who I want to be. Now, here's the catch. The catch is you can do this anytime you want. The other catch is you have to do it in order for it to work. Right? You remember me talking in the beginning, I left that first conference back in 2016. I did nothing with it. Like the homework, which I'm going to talk about here in a second, was simple. It wasn't something that would take any time, right? It wasn't something that would take a lot of effort, but it just took doing. And what I found is what's easy to do is also what's easy not to do. And that's usually where the rub is. The easy things to do are the things that compound and work over time, but they're also the things that are easy to skip, because if you don't do them in the moment, you don't notice a difference. So if you don't do what I'm about to share with you consistently, you're not going to be able to pinpoint, oh, it's because I didn't do that day that it didn't work. But if you do it consistently in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, you can look back and you can say, oh my gosh, like this stuff actually works. I am starting to become a different version of myself. I am more confident. So here's what the homework is. For the next 7 days, so between now and next Tuesday, I want you on 3 separate occasions to read your statement 5 times. So 3 separate times each day. Like literally you can, I think most statements are between 20 and 35, 40 seconds. So to say that 5 times is going to take you 2.5 minutes. If you have to set a timer on your phone, if you have to do whatever, I just want you to do it 3 times each day. Okay. And honestly, if as long as you do it once, it's a win. You do it 3 times, you're giving yourself some bonus points. So I don't want you to think, oh gosh, I can't do that. That's too much. Like just get up in the morning and do it. And then you're like, oh, you know what? I'm about to go to bed. I'm going to do it again. Or you're having lunch, do it. You know what works for you and what doesn't. Maybe you're going to set a timer on your phone. Maybe you're going to set some reminders, or maybe you're going to have your statement written down and you're going to have it in the kitchen or someplace that you are. Whenever you're like, hey, I'm going to go do a live for Prove It, go read your statement. Or, hey, maybe you're putting in the car and you get in the car to go somewhere, you read it. Okay. Now, when you do this, here is the kind of requirement for reading your statement. You have to say it out loud, and you have to say it with passion, energy, and a smile on your face. If you can incorporate a little bit of movement, incorporate some butt shaking or whatever the heck, if you're walking, say it out loud. Like you just have to do it. Here's another thing that I want you to become aware of, and that you can add to this homework, not as a requirement, but just as a bonus. As you start to notice throughout the day where your energy shifts or your thought process starts to spiral, right? You start to think something in life is happening, and as a result, you start to have stinking thinking. You think about all the things that you don't want rather than what you're creating in your life. Does everybody like know when that starts to happen to them, or can think of some experiences where you're like, oh yeah, I know? That's where I want you to insert this statement, right? And if you throw that smile back on your face, raise your eyebrows, read your statement 5 times, I'm telling you, you're going to be in a different spot than when that started to happen. So start to utilize this, not just to say it out loud because it's your homework, but use it as a tool to shift your thinking. And I'm speaking from experience in that I probably said this in my car when certain things are happening, or I'm driving somewhere and I'm nervous about something, or something comes up because I got a text message and all of a sudden I'm in this downward spiral up here. The smile goes on and I'm saying my statement as loud as humanly possible. So many times where now it just kind of starts to come out automatically. I'm like, oh gosh, I'm saying wow, I must not be feeling right. And the next thing you know, it becomes my default to feel good. So we're going to check in again on our team-wide community Zoom, which is the first Monday of June. I don't remember the exact date. I think it's like the 6th or the 7th. We're going to check in and hear from some of you that have been doing this for the past couple of weeks. So I'm really excited for you guys to do that. Now, the other piece of the homework, this is another thing I was talking to Mitch Newman about earlier today. And I said, what's something that, like, I don't know, that you've learned that you could share? And Mitch, you want to come off Zoom real quick about a challenge that you have, and if somebody wants to take it to the next level, something that they could do to make this sink in and become more real? Sure.
I just want to share two other things, if I may.
Yes.
The point of this is really not to be about who I aspire to be. The point of it is that when you start to say this, like Nick's talking about, out loud, with energy, with the strong intention, your body starts to believe that it's already here and it's true. So it's not something that we're like, that's what I aspire to be. This is who I am. This is who I am. And as you start to embody that, you're going to find that that's going to create a huge shift, because it's not something you're aspiring to down the road. It's like, this is who I am. I'm a leader. I'm a coach. I'm a mentor. I'm a warrior, whatever those things are. The second thing is, I want to say, and because I was listening, and I would close my eyes when you guys were sharing and I would listen. This is your resume. It's not a race. Okay. So as you're going through each thing, it's not how quickly can I get through it, because the faster you go, the more challenging it is to hold on. But imagine it's like if you had a hammer and you were hammering a nail on that first letter of every adjective that you were saying, and you just go boom, 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 like really hit it hard, like sit with it, like really embrace it. This is not like I said, just remember this. It's your resume. It's not a race. Now, the last thing, as the dogs start to bark, hey, come on, guys. Come on here. Ma, meatloaf. Is this, and this is something that I do, and I was just doing it. So one of the things that I work with is, and I learned this technique about a decade ago, is when you take this kind of a statement or any kind of a statement that you're working with, what you're working against is your old self, your younger self, the person, the part of you that doesn't believe that any of this is true. Does this make sense? Yes. Thumbs up. So in the process of that, what I find is really, really helpful is take what you write, okay? And if you notice this, what I did was I wrote it 4 times, and I wrote it with my non-dominant hand. So if you're right-handed, you write it with your left hand. So what are some of the reasons why we do this? Why? Because that's your subconscious mind. That's your younger self. That's your old self. So you're actually teaching your old self to start to believe that as well. What you'll notice is when you start to speed up because you're getting frustrated because you're writing like you're in first grade, you won't be able to read. You won't be able to read what you're writing, and it will throw you off. And so it'll force you to slow down and sit with each word and sit with each thing that you're describing. So you'll notice, and I could see, like, even in my own writing, I could see where, I was like, oh, come on, I just want to get through this. And as soon as you start writing too fast, bam, it just falls apart. So writing it with your non-dominant hand, and you can do this 4 or 5 times, this is the challenge, and it's really made a huge difference for me, is make this part of like a morning routine where you get up and you write it with your non-dominant hand 3, 4, 5 times, whatever that is, and do not get up until you do that. And create a book, literally a book that's just about that. So not only, and then you can take what Nick's talking about throughout your day and actually speak it into situations and circumstances, or you get nervous that you got to make this phone call and you're concerned about it, but all of a sudden you go, you know what? I'm going to read this first to get myself all excited again, and then I'm going to make that phone call. So the challenge is the non-dominant hand 3, 4, 5 times each morning. It is tremendously impactful, and you'll know it once you do it 3 or 4 times, and then all of a sudden you'll start to get a little arrogant because like by a week or 2 weeks in, you can actually write pretty well with your opposite hand, and then you'll start to write too fast, and then you won't be able to read what you're writing, and then you'll slow down and keep embedding it inside. So that's what I got, Nick.
Love it. I love it. All right. Everybody got the assignment? If you're committed, type committed in the chat. And this is where we get to the end of the Zoom where it really comes down to, are we going to commit to it? So what I'd like to do is next Tuesday, we're going to do just a quick check-in. And if it's all right with you guys and all right with Mitch, we're going to just do a check-in on the business, on this, on a few other things. And it will be kind of an opportunity for you just to bring some questions. And we can do a little Q&A. Mitch will be on. And we can just go through questions around this, but also beyond this, more just from a business standpoint, a mindset standpoint, creating a vision standpoint and moving forward. Because I believe that if you start with the person, if you start with this fundamentally, the business will start to take care of itself as we do the activities, as we do the action. But we got to get stuff that's going on here and here taken care of first, in order for those to really either become sticky or to follow through or to be here in a year, in 2 years, and in 5 years. So thanks so much, Mitch. Thank you everyone for showing up. Christina, thanks for hosting the Zoom tonight and kicking us off. Appreciate you all. And I'm excited to hear some of your statements as we unfold and start to hear your stories of how this has impacted you as it has me over the years. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for being on. Have a good night.